Ever since the India-China border clash broke out, New Delhi has been aggressively procuring military equipment to boost its defense. After the deal to acquire 36 Rafale jets, India still needs to procure modern combat jets, which could include additional Rafales, Russian heavyweight jets like Su-35s, or American jets including F-21s. Last year, Russia had offered to work with India as a strategic partner (SP) under Make in India initiative when the MiG and Sukhoi series were competing for IAF's massive contract for 114 jets. Russia had chosen to collaborate with the state-owned Hindustan Aeronautics Limited as its SP. Russia considered Su-35 as an interim solution, as a state-of-art air superiority fighter to sustain the Russian aerospace forces through the 2010s until the Su-57 fifth-generation stealth fighter enters serial production. However, the Su-35 has been very successful, almost too successful for its own good that it appeared to tarnish the reputation its more expensive Su-57 successor. According to defense experts, at full power, the radar of Su-35 can detect an F-35 at a distance of 58 km, and in the tracking mode, the distance drops to 29 km. After the conflict in the Galwan Valley on June 15, India has shown confidence to stand alone against China during a border dispute. Even though the US has offered to form a Quad alliance against Beijing, the Dragon is also surprised by India's adamant behavior. Since the conflict in eastern Ladakh, India and China have held several rounds of talks. The armies of both countries had retreated from some disputed places, but the Chinese troops camped again in Depsang, Gora, Finger areas. The European Foundation for South Asian Studies (EFSAS) said in a statement, "In the initial process of disengagement in Pangong Tso, the Chinese army has retreated from Finger 2 to Finger 5 areas, but the Chinese troops are still standing on the ridgeline." India is insisting that the Chinese army should move from Finger 5 to Finger 8. India has refused to consider withdrawing from the forward areas until the Chinese army withdraws completely. Like Doklam in 2017, the determination and resolve shown by the Indian political and military leadership against China's aggression have surprised China. EFSAS said the tensions could last a long time. Even after a very difficult season, both countries are ready to survive in winter. India's role as a maritime power is crucial, as 90% of trade by volume and over 74% by value takes place via sea routes. More than 80% of India's energy supplies also arrive along these sea lanes. For many years, we argued that our development planning must be premised on our being a maritime economy. Still, our plans, investment and defense program have remained dominantly focused on our land-based resources. The Indian peninsula is ensconced by seas and oceans. The country's location in the Indian Ocean, jutting out 1,000 miles into it as it does, is of strategic advantage. The peninsula straddles some of the most critical sea lines of communication. A great deal of global trade travels along these routes.